Hi, thank you for joining us. My name is Uzezi Odoife Ideho, and this is The Breakfast Show on TSL Nigeria TV.
You're welcome to the show. True to its word, the federal government on Saturday, the 13th of February 2021 frustrated the OCCUPYLEKKITOLGATE protest as it arrested 40 would-be protesters who trooped in their ones and twos. Now, report actually says that most of those who were arrested were not even protesters, they were just passers-by. Take a look at this. Now, the arrest apparently part of the minimum force Defense Minister Bashar Magashi vowed earlier in the day would be applied by government to the protesters, sparked condemnations from the human rights community and the political class. Now, the arrested persons were subsequently arraigned before the Lagos State Mobile Court in Yaba on a 3-count charge of conspiracy, conduct likely to cause breach of public peace, and flouting the COVID-19 guidelines. As we can see in the video, now these people have obviously been beaten, have obviously been tortured, and they're packed in a bus, and this is dehumanization. This is bad. This is a horrible sight to see. They're not criminals. So if you think they flouted COVID-19 guidelines and they actually should be arrested, they shouldn't be treated this way. It's sad to see. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning, Faith.
Good to see you guys today. Now, quick question. How did you enjoy Valentine's?
I wanted to even ask you.
Valentine went well.
Very well.
Okay, so before the Valentine, we had an series of events that actually took place on Saturday in Lagos, Nigeria. What do you make of all of this?
Firstly, going through Twitter on Saturday, I was emotionally demoralized. I was not myself. It could be anybody. It could have been my brother, it could have been my cousin, my sister, it could have been anybody. So seeing that people just want to go out to exercise their human rights and are being treated like animals for that, it's something I'm yet to understand. And truth be told, I started thinking left, right, and center, like, do I really want to be in Nigeria? Is it worth it giving birth to children in Nigeria?
The question that actually popped, the question that kept ringing in my head is, what is it with the Nigerian police force and lack of understanding of human rights? What is it with the Nigerian police force and lack of understanding? Is it that they know these things, but they just feel we don't deserve it, or they do not know it at all?
Have you ever heard the word that test a man with power? If you really want to know a man, test him with power. So when this set of people put on this uniform, I think they just have another brain. They have another mentality.
No, are you saying applicable only in Nigeria? Because I've seen the American police work.
Let's start let's start from home.
Okay.
Because just let me even go back what happened yesterday. Let's just focus on Saturday. Whenever they're on this uniform, I think they just have a different mentality. Being said like bloody civilians, that's the word they always use. And I don't blame those who are out there who even did the arrest. It was those who gave the command for them to go out.
To go to those who gave the command. What do you make of all of this? And do you think the Nigerian police in particular has a problem with the understanding of human rights?
Yes, I think they do have a problem with the understanding of human rights. I feel they're not well educated. And apart from that is the system. The system is terrible. This keeps happening over and over again. This is not the first time, and this is not going to be the last time. And I was shocked because I saw Mr. Macaroni. It's somebody that is known. He's a comedian. It's known. He has followers. And they, oh my God. When I was like, see, they handle them like criminals. For what? Peaceful protesting.
They were not holding guns.
They were not holding guns.
No knives, nothing.
The COVID, like even
I saw most of these protesters pictures
like that.
I saw most of them funny enough with face shields and nose masks and stuff like that.
Okay, that means they were not even violating it.
No.
You know,
they can't even put it there.
They came out in large numbers and they're not supposed to be that.
What are you saying? How many people are in Yaba markets right now?
Yes. Exactly. So they also said they do not want them to, you know, cause a nuisance considering what happened last year.
They don't want to draw foreign attention on themselves.
And they actually did, because the International Amnesty said that they condemned the acts and said they were intimidating.
You know, from what I saw over 200 police officers at Lekki Tollgate. That's a lot of people.
On Thursday.
That's a large crowd, if you ask me.
Faith, on Thursday there was a rivalry court war. For what? So if we had just 10% of what we saw at Sambisa, do you think we're talking about Boko Haram?
Okay. Imagine.
So are you telling me that the Nigerian government can actually, you know, talk and dialogue with bandits to come before them seated with guns, and you can't address peaceful protesters?
You know, it's quite sad. Popular comedian Debo Macaroni, known as Mr. Macaroni, was involved in the mess. He was amongst those who were arrested. Now, a lot of people came out to say, why would you say free Macaroni? What about the 39 others? But I think Macaroni is someone who is popular. So
it's not a matter of free Macaroni.
A word for Macaroni is
a word for the rest, yes.
So after the arrest, you know, they got bailed after they were charged by a mobile court in Yaba. They bailed for the sum of 100,000 naira from my research, and he actually came out, to make a statement. He talked about how they were treated,
they were beaten, stripped naked.
So just take a look at it.
Wow.
My name is Debo Adedaya, popularly known as Mr. Macaroni. So I want to thank everyone out there, for speaking up. I want to thank everyone for the show of love. My phones are bad, so I can't even really take calls or reply messages and all that. But I'm here. I'm in my house. I'm okay. So, and I also just want to address one or two things, about the recent events. Not like, don't be saying I'm a brave person. You understand? No, don't be saying I'm brave. In fact, I was scared. I was very scared. I didn't want to go out at all. My father called me, all my siblings, my family members, everyone called me. My friends, don't go out, don't go out. And in all honesty, in my heart of hearts, I did not want to go out, But the only reason I went there is because I knew that people would be there. And in good conscience, I don't know. I knew people would die. People would die again, and I saw it. I can confirm to you that if word did not get out, people would have died, because nobody would have known where anybody was or who picked up who and all of that. In fact, I was at Lekki Phase 1 first. I was about shooting. That's to tell you that I didn't really want to go out because I was scared. And I don't think anyone should be talking about maybe celebrities came out or they did not come out. No. The situation that we are in this country is deep shit. You cannot blame anyone. People are scared. You think I'm not scared? People are scared for their lives, and we know that we are in a government that has zero value for human lives.
Yeah, I can see the fear in your eyes, and I can imagine how the other 39 people actually feel. It's mere oppression.
You know when you've seen death. So we're like a near-death experience for him. See his face.
Yeah, the expression.
If word did not go out.
Yes.
Trust me, nobody would have known what's happening.
If you watch the video till the end, though, he said the policemen who were beating them up, who were maltreating them, said, "When I get locked in, no be net. We don't shoot and die." That was what he said. You were telling them, and they smashed his phone. They broke his phone and said, "They'll come and meet him and say, now you are you go get some this time. You hear what this time? You go get some."
I just think it's a problem. Now, why did the protest start in the first place? The protest started
against police brutality.
The way police brutalizes people, and
they're still doing it
down the line. More like years. Because
October here
started way back in 2016 on Twitter. How many years down the line? And the same thing is happening. And it's really crazy. Now, the sad part is that the government usually would never take responsibility.
Never, ever. They will act surprised.
As funny as this may sound, the Lagos state government had come out to say that they are going to punish the officers who arrested, molested, and dehumanized the protesters. the suspected.
Did we hear anything
Are you
about
serious?
it the other
it's
time?
Crazy, and it's crazy because these are men, your men.
Your men who would not go out without your order.
To go out. Who gave them the material and the
Who equipped them? Who equipped them?
Go out. Who asked them to go out? You act like you do not know, and now you're coming out to say that you're going to punish and you're going to go in for it. It's crazy. Like, you're just making a fool of yourselves.
You see, Faith, you see,
making a fool of your position.
You see what I've concluded, yeah? I've concluded that, as sad as it is, the Nigerian police are like a tool in the hands of politicians. So they use them to carry out the act they can't be on the street to carry out. I say this without any form of remorse. Because you can't tell me that the Nigerian police went out on their orders.
Yes.
They did not go out on their orders.
Same with the
You heard people were coming to protest. You heard people coming to protest. The best you could do was just stay around and ensure that it was peaceful.
Yes. Even if you don't want them to protest, what happened to dispersing them? Like,
yes, like please go away.
These people are not
even tear gas. Use water.
No need to even use tear gas. No need to even use water. These people are not armed.
No.
Yes. Macaroni is even scared.
They're not.
Watch them. Okay, they don't want to go home, but watch them make noise and shout. When they are tired, they'll leave. Because what's the worst they can do?
Nothing.
They are not even armed. They just came out to ask, according to what Macaroni said. He said he wanted to find out why they would want to reopen the toll gate when justice has not been, served for people. People died at Lekki toll gate on the 20th of October 2020. Nothing has been done about it. And you want to reopen the toll gate? They came out to ask why.
Why? So do you think that Nigeria has gotten to that point whereby, we can question the government?
We have been at that point for a very long time.
No, because it's really sad.
And if you check, a lot of people made up their minds consciously not to involve themselves in the OCCUPYLEKKITOLGATE gate.
Because they just feel it doesn't actually worth it.
They're tired. They know that even if we do it, we did it last year. What happened? Nothing. People even died and nothing happened.
Yes.
So what's going to happen if we do it again? Now that brings me to this question right now. Now for the people who actually are going out to protest physically on the field, a lot of people have come out to condemn them and ask questions like, what is the plan? What is the strategy? We came out last year, we blocked Lekki toll gate. A lot of other states joined in the protest, and they were just like, NSAS. And we know how it all ended. And now you want to go out again. What is the plan? What is the strategy? Do you think the protesters should have a plan on ground, or they should just keep coming out?
Faith. Coming out alone is a plan. I'll begin from there. Coming out alone is a plan. Because the moment we know the Nigerian government, the moment you identify that Mr. Chinedu is our leader, or Miss Neka, or Miss Biodun, or whatever is our leader, they look for every means to get that person to be on their sides. So we've seen all that play out. Now, I don't even blame people who just say, we don't want anybody to represent us. If you want to speak to us, speak to everybody. Don't call for closed-door meetings with anyone. Nobody's a group leader here, because we've seen this happen over and again. So just coming out for the protest is a plan. All we are saying is just hear us.
Representation. I understand what you're saying concerning representation, but that's not the issue right now. We are not looking for someone to represent us. What we are looking at right now is, we know, I'll just put it this way, the strategy of coming out to protest, you don't cast. Nigerian government will not take you seriously.
So what should be the way out now?
Okay. That's exactly what I want to find out.
What's the way out?
That's the only thing.
Because that was what happened the other time.
The protest actually is making the government uncomfortable. That's why they had to mobilize over 200 policemen to
invite Sambisa force.
With black
tear gas, everything, guns.
Push it to start. That's no story for another.
Leave that one first.
That's another.
A lot of people are actually scared of their lives right now.
What do you think the Nigerian youth should do? Because right now we are in a position where we are all scared because we value our lives, whether we like it or not.
The Nigerian government has
our family, like Debo said. He said his dad even called him
and said, "Please don't go."
People are there who care about us and know already that it's worthless trying to fight for this country. What do you think the Nigerian?
Well, Faith, personally for me though, I think that for every revolution to happen, we own the lives we go. For every revolution to happen, and this is the thing that has been done over the years. You step out, you're being attacked, and everybody just withdraws for another for decades. So when you step out again, this is how we used to handle them. But I think that this time more noise should be made. Let's take over the social media space. Let's tell let's tell everybody who can actually question the Nigerian government to say, higher authorities and where they depend on for business, where they depend on for loans and stuff like. And let's just keep. Would they seize our phones?
No.
They say they want to ban Twitter. Abi,
yes.
We'll look for other means. Let's not keep quiet. Let's keep on making a noise. Okay, for now, maybe we'll say, okay, we can't go out to protest and stuff like that because we know that our lives are at risk, but we have our phones. We keep on doing more online. We keep on shouting, we keep on making noise, and we will draw every attention possible to Nigeria. We might not be on the street. We might not be on the street protesting, but everybody is on Twitter. I was telling people I put on my WhatsApp that I say, you don't just need to be on WhatsApp and Facebook alone. What's going on in the country is happening on Twitter. Go there. Retweet. That's the best we can. We call ourselves online protesters. So yeah, let's see what else come out physically will protest. Well, I think that over time, people have gone out to seek for change and they get hit by the government and leave it and just okay, I beg, it's worthless. But no, I don't think it should be so. Let's keep on making noise online.
Still keep the
hashtag.
Online.
Yes.
We should keep the hashtag trending.
Yes. I think we should keep on trending.
What effects will it actually have? Because our governments, I don't know.
We're not trying to make it impact on them, but on communities outside.
Aisha,
I can't say.
Going out to protest,
it's not working.
You may likely get killed.
I can't actually say because it's terrible. People come out with different plans, and yet the government, they come out with theirs. They're taking a lot of counter plans. So no matter what people do, but I know some people are out there planning, and some people will still actually come out. So we have to be forceful for it. And like Uzadi said, yes, our lives will still be taken. Yes, that's just the way out. Even coming on Twitter to talk, we talk, and we still go.
No.
Nothing has been done.
This time we're going to talk till international communities are going to actually insist.
So the issue there is being consistent.
I'm even tired. They're even tired.
Because
there must be a way.
It's sad. Like I said, the events of Saturday just made me understand that it's a hopeless situation.
Yes,
we have
terrible.
Policemen at Lekki Tollgate, and the Lagos State Police Command is coming out to say that the policemen that arrested and molested
are going to be punished.
I don't understand.
Who gave them the orders to come out?
Who takes responsibility at the end of the day? Who does? Nobody. And it's quite sad. Well, my heart actually goes out to people who lost family and friends at Lekki Tollgate, because I saw a video of a girl who was weeping and mentioning that she lost her friends. A couple of her friends died at Lekki Tollgate on the 20th of October 2020. And it's sad to think that some Nigerians are gullible enough to believe that nobody died on the 20th of October.
You can imagine.
Personally, I have my voice. I will not stop talking about it. It's sad. The government has failed us, and it's extremely painful. It's extremely painful. Final thoughts, Uzezi?
I think at this point, the Nigerian government should know they're in for something different. This generation will not allow things just slide. I told my mom yesterday, I said, most of these problems we are facing came from your generation. She was looking at me, I said, yes, it came from your sets. She said, how? I said, because, things have been happening over time and nobody dared challenge the government. I said, but you see the generation, it might take time, it might be difficult, but one way or the other, we will get what we want.
Since the government is not actually listening to us as citizens, maybe they will listen to the human rights activists, so they should go and take our place.
Fantastic.
Well, Faith, everyone should just know that Nigeria is home. And no matter how, you want to run away from home, you just have to fix what's on ground. So, playing your little part by speaking the truth at all times, going online to just protest and just knowing that people are out there who want to see change should make you know that things will get better. Maybe not now, but definitely things will get better.
I actually hope
It's been an amazing time on the show today. Anytime we talk about Nigeria, I become so sad.
I'm putting on black.
I told myself, I want to live long. So I'll try not to get too emotional when it has to do with the problems of Nigeria. But our leaders have failed us. And that I will continually say. If they've done great, it would take anything from me to commend them. But yeah, they failed us every other time. I felt what would happen on the 13th of February would be different. I was like, okay, maybe these policemen
maybe they will learn.
To protect the protesters and ensure that the protest is peaceful. But they
keep doing the same thing.
They did not surprise me. It's as much as we can take on the show today. I'll encourage you as a Nigerian to stay safe. Nigeria is home, like Uzezi said, but you have to tread with
Caution, yeah.
My name is Faith Imani. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Do not forget to follow us on all the social media platforms at TSL Nigeria TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at TSL Nigeria TV. Have an amazing rest of the day. Toodles.
Stay connected to TSL Nigeria and get updates on the go all day, every day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on TSL Nigeria Space TV and join our online family.